All right, Jay Martinez with Fight Hip TV here with Jesse Bam Rodriguez. We just finished a press conference, obviously for the undercard. Bam, I was talking to Robert not too long ago, a few minutes ago before the press conference started, and he said when the opportunity came, obviously it's a big card, big names, obviously it's a lot of potential for this card. But he said at first you kind of were like, oh yes or no, I want to take this card. Why was that? Just because I guess the magnitude of this fight, or you just feel like I need to take a break, or what is it?
Nah, I knew the atmosphere that I would be around taking this fight, but it was just a matter of I had just fought on Saturday against Ggg, and then already on Wednesday they were talking about this fight. So I was still so high up for that win that I wasn't even focused on boxing. I was just wanting to enjoy my life outside of the sport. And that's when Robert gave me the call. And so it took me a few days to actually take this fight. He gave me a call like the same day that I took the fight is when he talked me into it. Like it just everything he said made sense. So we took the fight and now we're here.
Obviously your opponent, he has experience on himself from Mexico, right, if I'm not mistaken. So I know they do say that those fighters from Mexico are a little bit more hardcore. They got really much to lose because this is all their only avenue for boxing. How have you approached this fight, as training camp and going into this fight?
It's been the same. As I've trained harder, if anything, just knowing that the platform that I've been put on to come out and perform and live up to expectations. So I've been training just as hard, and honestly, I feel better for this fight than I have for my Quadros fight and my Ggg fight. So you're gonna see something special come Saturday night.
When you say we're gonna see something special, is it like, I don't know if you can top it off with Ggg? I don't know if you can top it off with the other fights, because obviously those two big fights that you had previously got you a lot of notoriety. A lot of people, they didn't know Bam Rodriguez. They finally knew him not too long ago. So what is this fight going to be differently than the other ones previous? Because, like, again, people who, like you said, who are casuals really now know Bam Rodriguez. So what are you going to do differently this time around?
Saturday night, you're just going to see even better performance than the Ggg and Quadros. After those fights, I feel like that wasn't even the best me yet. So come Saturday night, I feel like I'm going to be satisfied with my performance.
Bam, I don't know if you can top, but those were great performances. I know you're probably hard on yourself, the training that you've also had. Talk about, splitting the time with Robert Garcia. Also he was in Europe for the fight, Usyk Joshua. How was it training, I guess, in the gym without him, then obviously him coming in, last moment per se?
It was no different. I've been training with Robert and the whole team since I was 15 years old as an amateur. So when Robert took off to the UK, we already had the game plan. He set the game plan for us, and that's when his son Robert Jr. and Pita and the whole team, they took over, and we executed that game plan on Saturday against Ggg. So I mean, there's no issues. It's not just Robert on the team. There's a whole bunch of us. So whenever one of us is missing, then it's no problem.
Lastly, I got to get your prediction on the main event. Canelo Ggg. I've said this many times. Both of them, for many, was a controversial in results from the first one and the second one. What is your overall prediction for this fight?
I do believe Canelo's going to take him out early this fight. Good luck, and he's already a little old, but you still can't count him out. He's still a great fighter, still very powerful, but coming off that loss, Canelo's going to really come out, and he's going to show everyone that he's still the face of boxing.
Do you believe Canelo needs a knockout to end the doubts of all of this? Does he need a knockout?
Either a knockout or just a dominating performance to leave no doubt in anyone's mind that he is the winner of the trilogy.
Bam. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for speaking. Or Fight Hip TV. Always good to see you. Thank you for always taking the time.
Appreciate
Thank you so much, brother.
Thank you.